Hello and welcome to the show. Now, no matter what stage you are at as a property developer, there's always something out there that suits you.
Yes, it could be a flat that just needs a lick of paint, a house that needs total renovation, or a plot of land you could build your dream home on.
Well, one place you can find all of the above and plenty more besides is your local auction house. An auction room is a busy place, bustling with brave bidders.
It's easy to get carried away when you're anxious and you just don't want to lose out on that property.
So did today's buyers have auction fever, or did they escape unscathed? Let's find out.
In Tipton, Dudley, a bungalow sends me down memory lane.
It just reminds me of my grand's house. You knew it was a cold night if you put it up to 3 bars.
And in Burnley, Lancashire, there's problems and jokes I'd rather forget. There's actually a little bit of fungi growing.
Whilst in Lewisham, South London, there are some issues that need a rethink.
Oh, look. There's the sink.
36,250. All these properties have been sold at auction, and we'll find out who bought them and what they paid when they went under the hammer.
So,
I'm in Lancashire in the town of Burnley. Now, you know me, I do like the odd footy fact, so here's a couple for you. In 1921, Burnley FC's 30-match run without defeat remained the longest on record until Arsenal 82 years later. And in 1956, the FA Cup tie against Chelsea was one of the longest. Chelsea finally won 2-0 after 4 previous draws.
can I kick it?
I'm just on the outskirts of Burnley city centre. I'm not too far away from the university, and we have got 2 train stations less than a mile away. Now, I know you can't see it, but the M65 is just over there. Now, the property I'm here to see is this. It's the first time presented on Homes Under the Hammer that I can say we've got an outside pool.
The water's getting deep, and I can't swim because it's dirty, dirty water. Oh.
We're straight from the outside and straight into what I would say, an ample-sized living or lounge area. So really got a nice high ceiling. I can see there's a ceiling rose there as well, so a little bit of detail in here. Nip all the wallpaper off, get it redecorated, change the floor as well, feels a little bit screw-whiff. You've got central heating. But you know what, I'd have liked a bigger window right there to let a bit more light in, but it's not a bad start. A lot of space to play with. Stairs going up to the bedrooms and then into the kitchen. And you know what, it does feel, I'm not going to say new, but it feels in good condition. And one of those kitchens I would say you'd possibly get away with keeping this if you're looking to rent it out. Wallpaper's coming off the walls already, so continue doing that, redecorating here. You may get away with keeping the floor as well, so you could save yourself a few quid, but I have spotted in and around the window frame there a little bit of mould. On most occasions, when you do see mould, it's because a property has been shut up, there's been no airflow at all for some time, therefore you do get a little bit of mould growing, but that doesn't worry me at all. I like these 2 rooms, and I like what I've seen so far.
Let's go upstairs and have a look. Oh, you've got everything I need.
Okay, so upstairs then, right, let's do this half of upstairs first. 2 bedrooms and a smell of damp as well, but no signs of it yet. Okay, young person's bedroom, judging by the wallpaper, there's cars all over the wallpaper there. It's more of a single bedroom, and then another bedroom here. The damp smell has got a lot stronger, and that's why There's your damp right there, this wall here. Even before I touch it, it looks damp. You know what? It's been that damp in here. If you look closely down here, there's actually a little bit of fungi growing. So this, at some stage, has been absolutely sopping. It is a bit of a concern. That needs to be sorted out ASAP. Don't let it get any worse. And you know what? Thinking about it now... Right, OK. As I thought, this used to be 1 bedroom. They've actually made it into 2. I'm not a massive fan of that normally, but it seems to work the way they've done it. There isn't much room in here at the moment, but I would class myself as a fungi. I just had to get it in. Anyway, you need to find out if that mushroom is because of a leak. I'll stop the corny vegetable puns now. Let's move on. OK, on the other side upstairs, you've got the 3rd bedroom, which is a young person's bedroom again, but it's the bathroom I want to show you, which is in really good nick. You know, the tiles seem OK as well. This is one of those where you think to yourself, you might be able to keep this, but you might be fussy and you might want to put a new one in. It's your decision, but it doesn't look too bad to me. We invited along an agent from the auction house who sold the property to see what he thought of this house.
First impressions when I walked in, it does need a lick of paint, needs decorating throughout. Typically could do with a new kitchen, new bathroom, but other than that, the layout's good and doesn't need to be changed.
Oh well, the agent and I differ on the kitchen and bathroom situ. I think for rental these would be fine. So what would this fetch on the rental market?
Typically, a property in this area will rent between £350 and £375 per calendar month.
So having had a good look around this property, the first thing I would want to do is investigate that damp upstairs. You'd possibly get away with keeping the bathroom. I'll possibly say the same about the kitchen as well. And then refurb through the whole of the property. Try and bring it back to its former glory of a lovely family home. Let's see who wanted it when it went under the hammer. Unfortunately, we missed the bidders for this lot, but we can catch up with the auctioneer just as bidding was coming to a close at £36,250.
Selling them for first time at £36,250. Second time, third and final time, fair warning. It's yours, sir, very well done.
That successful bid of £36,250 belonged to Tariq. He runs a property business with his family all working with him. I met Tariq and daughter Rafia before, when they bought a terrace, also in Burnley.
What we do is we acquire properties, we renovate them to a good standard, we rent them out, and then we sell them to investors, mainly from London, but also investors overseas. And we provide all the after-sales services and giving them a guaranteed rent, looking after the maintenance, looking after the management.
Well, the family have this wrapped up for sure. Buy, renovate, sell to clients, and then manage the properties. Currently, they are looking after a staggering 850 properties built over 10 years. Let's see how they got on. This place is looking good. Over to Tariq and Rafia to tell us what they've done.
And we just demolished that and so started removing the wallpaper. We found that the plaster was...
As well as all that, they've taken the time to add a completely new bathroom suite and a whole new kitchen. Both of them looking very nice. Knowing the market as they do, they've kept this as a 2-bedder rather than trying to squeeze a third in at the front.
2-bedroom with 2 lounges, so we put a doorway into the corridor and made it into 2 lounges. We're buying and selling about 30 properties each month, and in work in progress at any one point in time there's about 60 which are being worked on at various stages, so we are quite busy.
They have a simple business model. They pick up properties for a good price, do all the legwork and sell them as a package to investors. Tariq, it's good to see you again. Raffia, same to you.
Nice to see you.
You're still rolling on. Has the business model changed, or is it going from strength to strength?
No, it's the same business model. It's a family business. We acquire properties, we renovate them, we rent them out, and then we sell them to investors, mainly from London, but also from the rest of the world. And then we continue to manage and maintain them on their behalf as a long-term investment.
Okay, is it going well?
At the moment, we've got 35 properties that are in heavy renovations. And
Right now?
Right now, yes. So we've got various teams working on them. The other 30 are almost finished, pending handover, so there's altogether 65 properties.
So who's managing them? You've got 35 ongoing, or you've got 35 teams, or 35 jobs?
No, it's 35 ongoing, so
Yes.
we've got a few different teams.
Okay.
So I make the big decisions.
Rafi, do you oversee all of those decisions with all of those properties?
Yes, I myself go to each individual property and I contribute quite heavily towards the plan and the reporting, what's going to happen to this house. And then obviously all the guys, all the specialist guys go in and do their assessments, and then I hand it over to someone that this is what you need to do, and then I oversee it. And then once it's finished, I go back with my report and I check it. Has this been done? Has this been done? That's not been done. So, you know.
Oh, really? So you...
Yeah, tick it off. So, and then if something's not been done, then it needs to be done.
Okay,
So,
we'll do it.
Yeah.
So what's on Rafia's checklist for this property?
We get our roofing team in, we get our plumbers, our electricians, we get everything assessed. I myself decide what happens internally and externally. Example, are we going to wallpaper, are we going to paint, are we going to sandblast, or are we going to just paint the front? And then we get everything together, I sign it off, and then
All ready to go?
all ready to go, that's right.
Okay. If you're ready to go, what's the situation with this one then? Tell us what
So
you're going to do.
this one externally, we're going to be sandblasting the front and possibly the back, and we'll be doing a bit of rendering around the back, just to make it neaten it up. And internally, we will be stripping everything, wallpaper, new flooring. The kitchen seems to be okay, so we'll just be upgrading that, just touching it up, fixing it up. Possibly a new bathroom upstairs. And then, just full decoration.
There's a little bit of mould on the walls, a little bit of damp upstairs as well,
Yes.
in the corner
So
of the rooms as well.
The first thing, the roofing team will go in, do their assessment, fix any tiles or are on the roof, and also the chimney lead. And then we'll have to see if that has, sorted out the solution.
Okay, and what kind of finish are we going in here? I can see there's the floors, hard floors down at the moment, which look okay. What are you going for carpet?
We're going to change it to carpet, and we're going to strip. We're going to do magnolia paint.
Nice.
And we'll probably do skirting boards and doors. We'll probably seam it. So we'll probably do that grey.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
With a theme?
But have a bit of a theme going, yeah. So.
What's the theme going to be? What's the colour scheme and theme going to be in this one then?
This one, we're looking at magnolia and grey.
Okay.
So it's worked quite well for us in the past.
Okay. Is that what you leave?
I think
I get involved with the details.
Yeah.
Is that what you leave that to Rafi?
Leave that to her. Yeah. I'll look at the financials.
Yeah, exactly. What are the financials?
So basically, this property, the bid price was 36,250. It's actually going to end up costing us just under £40,000 with all the costs. And then we budgeted with Raffia less than £10,000 spent on it. And we're looking to sell it as an investment package with everything included, around 55,000 ideally. It depends on the market at the time, but I think that should be possible.
Okay, so trying to keep your budget below 10 grand?
Yeah, below 10 grand. Our model is that we don't actually make a lot of profit from the buying and selling. Our profit comes from the long-term management and the fact that a lot of our investors actually come back and buy more properties because they get good value.
I guess with a business model like that, it's important to get them turned around quickly. So how long do they expect the work to take?
This one, once we start it, depending on the plumbing and the electrics, it will take between 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay. So start to finish, all ready to go?
Yeah, start to finish, all ready to go.
Well, listen, good luck with this one.
Yeah.
Hope everything works out for you.
Thank you.
Terry, good luck.
Thanks very much indeed.
Yeah. Thank
Rafi,
you.
nice to see you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
So Tariq and his family's property business seems to be going from strength to strength. But will this particular project be another valuable addition to their ever-growing empire? And will it be the only project with an outside pool? You can find out how they get on later in the programme.
Still to come in Lewisham, South London, I always think it's good to share.
It's so lovely. Wouldn't it be nice to let everyone share and benefit from it?
Whilst in Burnley, Lancashire, we got to go backwards before going forwards.
It looked a lot worse than we got it originally, and then it got better.
Well, we found out how one story turned out.
But I can hear you asking, how did the other two get on?
Let's find out. Time to return to Burnley, the California of the Northwest, everybody calls it. What, you don't believe me? Well, check this out. It's the first time presented on Homes Under the Hammer that I can say we've got an outside pool. So maybe you couldn't have a Beverly Hills-style pool party, but this 3-bed terrace did have a lot going for it. With a good-sized lounge area and a fairly new kitchen that wouldn't take too much to sort. However, upstairs, water had caught my attention yet again, but this time, it was nothing to party about. You know what? It's been that damp in here. If you look closely down here, there's actually a little bit of fungi growing. Well, I like a bit of prefab sprouts, but I'm not sure about a stone house sprouting. That's just not for me. Trying to turn a profit on this troubled terrace was Tariq and his daughter Rafia, who paid £36,250 at auction.
We acquire properties, we renovate them, we rent them out, and then we sell them to investors. Our model is that we don't actually make a lot of profit from the buying and selling. Our profit comes from the long-term management and the fact that a lot of our investors actually come back and buy more properties.
He's going the distance.
Yes, it's a marathon, not a sprint for the business model of this father and daughter team. But could they keep to their budget of under 10 grand and stick to their 6 to 8 week timescale?
We'll go next door.
We've returned to find out. Well, I think the change is pretty obvious. Before we've even got inside, you can see Tariq and Rafia have cleaned and repaired the stonework on the outside of the property, as well as repainting and repairing all the guttering. Inside, the whole building has been re-skimmed, re-carpeted and given a fresh, bright coat of paint. In the bathroom, Tariq and Rafia have used panelling on the walls. It's very durable for a house that's intended to be on the rental market. However, it's not just the things you can see that have changed.
So we did do a part rewire on the electrics in this house, and of course we had our own internal electrician to do all of that, who was completely compliant. One of the other things that we had to do was change the boiler and sort out a few of the plumbing issues.
I think it's a mark of Tariq and Rafia's professionalism that they make sure these things are done properly. Unfortunately for them, there are more hidden problems than they bargained for.
We had penetrative damp behind on this wall over here where the boiler is. So the gutter wasn't aligned properly and the water was coming in and causing penetration. Because it was quite extensive, we had to hack off the plaster and treat the damp there and replaster. We had rising damp on this internal wall here, and we also had this on this party wall, which is adjacent next door's property. So we tanked that entire wall, whereas the internal wall, we just injected it because we didn't need to follow the procedure of notifying anyone in accordance with the Party Wall Act.
Tanking a wall is when a physical or chemical membrane is applied to the whole of the wall to protect it from damp. It doesn't require access to both sides of the wall, unlike injection treatment. So Tariq and Rafia wouldn't need to disturb the neighbour's property. However, it's still an awful messy job.
The property looked a lot worse after we'd spent a week or two in it, because all the plaster was off. You could see the brick. It looked a lot worse than we got it originally, and then it got better.
It just goes to show even the most experienced developers can get caught out with unwelcome surprises. That extra work meant the renovation took about 10 weeks, a little over their initial 6 to 8 week timescale. But how did it affect the 10 grand budget?
Our original budget was about £10,000. In the end, we ended up actually spending about almost £13,000.
Well, with the purchase price and the spend now coming in at £49,250, they are very near that 55 grand investment package figure they were hoping to achieve. We asked 2 local agents to take a look and give us their opinion.
I think the layout works really well for a young family or a couple. The bedrooms are all quite well proportioned, with the bathroom at the back, I think works extremely well.
The major selling point is it doesn't need any more work doing to it, so for a first-time buyer, all they have to do is raise the deposit and they can move straight in.
And what would the property be worth if it were to be sold on the open market?
If this property was to be placed on the open market, I would expect for the owner to achieve in the region of about £55,000.
This father and daughter team must know everything there is to know about developing. Surely.
Oh no, and you never know it all. There's always more to learn. There's always more to experience. It's you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's interesting.
You're learning all the time. Yeah, that's right.
As you've seen on today's show, property developing is a long road of ups and downs.
Some buyers can steer themselves through pretty smoothly and painlessly.
While others hit the buffers. What will happen next time? Find out and join us for more Homes Under the Hammer.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Hello. Thank you for watching this video. Find UK Property and our family property companies, which you can see listed here in our main reception area, work differently to standard estate agents and letting agents to provide complete investment solutions for investors. We buy, renovate and rent out ourselves, and then we resell to our clients, after which we continue to manage and maintain the properties on their behalf for the long term on our guaranteed rent system. Low-cost houses such as these in the northwest of England are amongst the best investment properties in the UK, with high rental yields and good expected future capital growth. After a period of recession, this area is now booming economically, with falling unemployment, increasing population and high rental demand. We expect such properties to more than double in value over the next 10 years. We are managing over 900 such properties and are now very busy processing and reselling around 30 each month. A key first step to ensure our clients get good value is to buy properties in good locations at the best possible price. In fact, we save costs at every step so that we can offer a great low price to our clients and still be profitable. When you take account of everything that is included in our package, the price you pay is significantly lower than the market. We aim to purchase in 23 key tried and tested areas in the northwest. And in order to target owners who may wish to resell their properties, we drop leaflets such as these in every house in these areas almost every month, with the message, "We will buy your house." We encourage owners to sell direct to us, thereby saving them estate agent fees and auction fees. We even pay their solicitors' fees to make it easy for them to sell to us. This means we can acquire good properties at the best possible price even before they get to the estate agents or to the auction. 90% of the houses we buy are purchased direct like this. Most properties do need significant renovation to bring them up to the right standard so that we can attract good long-term tenants and can confidently give our own clients long-term guarantees on the property and provide continued ongoing maintenance. After renovation, we rent the properties out and categorize them according to their location, cost, size, rent and value. All of our investment properties are priced between £50,000 to £70,000. 90% of the houses can be classified into 3 main categories. And within each category, the properties are very similar indeed and will deliver the same investment returns. Clients who are interested in our investment properties first get all of the information by phone and email, and then usually visit us to see our operations, the different areas and types of properties before deciding to make a reservation. After reservation, when it comes to their turn, clients choose from a selection of 6 to 8 houses depending on their preference for location and budget. Once they are 100% happy with the selected property, it is allocated to them and transferred to them. We work differently to other estate agents and letting agents. Our investment package is all-inclusive and also includes long-term guarantees on the property, free ongoing repairs and maintenance, and we take care of all the landlord liabilities and deliver complete peace of mind with our guaranteed rent system. As explained on our website, all of these items are included as standard. Our buying process is also much easier and very structured. Unlike other estate agents, we ensure your selected property is transferred to you quickly and properly. We liaise with all parties, keep you updated, and ensure you receive all of the purchase summaries and ownership documentation promptly after purchase completion. Guaranteed rental income starts 1 month after the final payment and is paid regularly into the owner's bank account in the UK or overseas. This system is ideal for our clients, most of whom are not local, but are investors from the London area, or are UK expats working abroad, or are overseas buyers. They are looking for secure, long-term property investment with full management and no hassle. Our customers really like our service, and 70% of our sales each month are now linked to our existing customers. Many are recommending their friends, relatives and contacts to us, or they are buying additional properties themselves. You can compare our property prices with the open market by looking at the UK property market page on our website. This also shows a map of the UK with average percentage rental yields in all regions of the UK. You can see that gross rental yield near London is only 3% because property prices there are very high, whereas in the northwest it is near 8%. In our view, the future percentage property growth in value will also be higher here than in London, and we expect such properties to more than double in value over the next 10 years. Thank you once again for watching this video, and please do contact us if you need any further information.